And so without further ado, I'll pass you over to Michael, and he can inform you as to the exciting developments that we have coming ahead with Dascoin. Thanks, Michael.
Yes. Thanks, Viv. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot happening. And let's start with the fact that we know that we've gone through this recalibration stage where we're in the midst of it, where we have not, to this point, made things simple for everybody here. That's something that I know it's part of our journey, is that, things start simply, but then very quickly you run into complexities. And complexity is the enemy of execution. And I know that there's a lot to what we are doing in this ecosystem. There's a lot of pieces to it. There's a lot to know. But what we don't need is we want to make this so that everybody here can grow this business and bring people in, and they know exactly what they're doing and can bring other people in, and we can build this business. We want to keep, the duplication is very important to this whole network, this whole ecosystem, and we want to make things simple. So that is in process right now. We are very close to having that simplified system that will make this business grow effortlessly with the people that are in it right now, and we want to share what's going on. So what's happening is, I know that the CRM we've now delivered, we're optimizing it to the point where this is a valuable tool that can bring on businesses, right? That's where we're going after, that businesses. But we also want to be aggregating consumers and have offers for them. And it's that combination of the two that is really going to unlock the full power of our ecosystem. And underlying all of this is the evolution of money, the new form of money. The blockchain and cryptocurrency are woven into the whole thing. So I wanted to share an element of an added value that is coming into the licenses. So, and that is, it relates to DAS Marketplace, which we talked about in Barcelona. And I want to get into more detail about that. So the idea behind the marketplace is we want to provide a place that is built into the wallet where businesses, all different types of businesses, can bring their products there, and there is rewards that are linked to the hierarchy of the wallets. So we have a built-in rewards program that it's separate from the NetLeaders rewards program. This is unique, and you're being paid directly to the wallet, your DAS wallet. So this is, if anybody purchases a product in there, you're getting, and if these are people that you're connected with purchase a product, you're getting rewards coming directly to your DAS wallet. So this concept we will be launching in September, and the first of these, the first marketplace entrant is a travel membership company. And the idea of this company is they aggregate travel for corporations. And we are, I think we're a hub of entrepreneurs. And entrepreneurs, there's a lot of large companies that aggregate their people, their employees, and offer great discounts. When you're operating as a single entrepreneur or a small company, you can't leverage those numbers. But in the marketplace, we're going to work together to bring those kind of benefits to individuals that are members of our community. So you're an entrepreneur, you're making your own way in the world, and yet you have the accompaniment of other entrepreneurs, and that group that we've built that hub right now. We're using those numbers to get great discounts on travel. So we've worked out something with a company that is going to offer great discounts. And because they're able to do that, because they've aggregated all this business with corporations, and they cannot expose these kind of discounts to anybody except for you have to go behind a paid membership wall. So these are not available to the public. And we've worked out an opportunity where we have vouchers that we're going to incorporate into the licenses themselves. Now, these vouchers, these are 500 euro vouchers. They provide you access to travel at vastly discounted prices. And you essentially are accessing a membership site and getting the discounts entitled to that member that's paying a membership fee. But these vouchers let anyone access that, get those great prices, and take, enjoy the discounts. So what we've done is we've said, all right, these vouchers can provide people with fantastic discounts. We want to add that as an additional value. So right now, the core value in the NetLeaders license is related to the CRM product. On top of that, you have the bonus of the cycles that have been there and now are just a bonus. Now we're adding the next level, and we're adding more value by adding these travel vouchers, and they will accompany each license in a way where there'll be a travel voucher of 500 euros that is accompanying the licenses in greater value than the license. So that's the bottom line message is, in addition to the current value proposition, we're adding travel vouchers that will add value greater than the price of the license.
Okay, so now, we're talking about two sort of, I suppose, connected but distinct things here. You're having your first product for your marketplace, which is this aggregated where you can come in and get great value on travel, but you're also saying that we're going to get the equivalent value in vouchers to the price we pay for a license. So if I buy a 25K license, I'm going to get 25K worth of codes as well as the cycles and the CRM value, and obviously submitting for Dascoin. This is all on top.
Yes, this is an added value that will be in the form of these vouchers that can be really used to build. Any of the advocates can use this to build their businesses. They can use them themselves, and they can use it to build their business. And that where you can hand someone that you've talked about the business to, you can incentivize them to come to a meeting potentially and provide them with a voucher. So yeah, it's a very powerful thing.
Okay, that's huge. That really is. That's amazing. And I'm looking forward to that. So that puts massive difference on point of difference on our license now.
Well, and I've, to be honest with you, we had seen, I and probably many people on here have seen discounted travel, and it just does it where it doesn't really give you that extra value, and this company that we are working with has incredible access to discounted travel. They do immense amounts of business. And we've worked out a deal that came through, individuals connected in our network. And it's really exciting what the value that we're able to offer through that. And we'll end up, very soon, anyone will be able to see these, access those, and see the discount. And, you will tell me, like, I've seen many examples of it that's been shown as we've been, doing the due diligence on the project, and I come away really impressed. This is true value, true savings that you're getting versus going on to hotels.com or something that's like that. One of those public-facing ones. There's an absolute huge difference in price between what you'll get with the voucher and even more with the travel membership. But with the vouchers, there's significant discount. And so this is just a means of, it's a fortification adding more value to the license. And I think it's just an added new dimension that showcases our first product on the marketplace.
Yeah, so it's adding huge value to the license. It's adding it's our first step in the marketplace, and it's also adding value in the marketplace. So this is good stuff.
Yeah, and anytime, this is a very important point. Anytime those vouchers are used, there's actually rewards that the person that gave the voucher, that person is receiving a reward based on the usage of the voucher by whoever he or she gave it to. So there's actually a reward system that's built into the DOS marketplace, and this is going to be an added dimension. So we're talking about these are. Yeah.
1 second, let me get this right. So I buy a license for whatever size. I get more value than the value of the license in these gift vouchers. And when I give a gift voucher to someone and they use it, I get a commission on it.
Yeah, you get rewards through your DOS wallet, paid directly to your DOS wallet. So
when it's in the DOS wallet, you can use it for any product on.
Yeah, exactly. So it is. The DOS wallet, remember, they're all connected. So we have a very exciting rewards program that we're going to be unveiling in September that is showcasing how that works. But I want to emphasize that this is separate from any NetLeaders commission program that all the advocates are involved with. That's completely separate. So this is the idea is to attract great products coming in that are for great values, and that also provide, many of them, not all of them are going to provide this kind of rewards back, but we have a mechanism where many of the products will provide rewards back to the DOS wallet holder. So yeah, it's really going to be something. We're just giving the glimpse of this, and it's exciting.
That's that. If that doesn't excite people, I'm not sure what will. That's good stuff.
Yeah, imagine when we get to the point of having just a ton of different companies offering different products and services through that DOS marketplace, and there's just, I think the big point of where we're going with the NetLeaders concept is it's a place where entrepreneurs can use this technology of blockchain and cryptocurrency to build streams of revenue, multiple streams of revenue, many of them residual income that's streaming into your DOS wallet. That's what a glimpse into what this DOS marketplace is.
Right. Okay. Because my understanding was with the marketplace that was a sort of a fourth quarter plan. So this for me is well ahead of the schedule I had in my mind. So that's nice. That's good. That's delivery the way we want it, ahead of time. So yeah, cool. Right. So yeah. So I know there was another few other things you wanted to talk about. Do you want to lead in and talk a little bit about DAS 33? Something, of course, we're all really looking forward to.
Yeah. So DAS 33 is progressing really well. We're on schedule. We could even. So the first deal, the first project is going to be announced the first week of September, and it's possible that we could even deliver that earlier. I know that a lot of people listening to this on my staff are on the Round Globe team. That's an exciting point. But things are progressing very well, and that first project will launch, and it'll be accompanied by a very significant announcement that will really introduce our platform and the unique dimension that we're going to be adding to the whole realm of ICOs that people know, or tokenized asset offerings. We're adding a new dimension. Certainly everyone knows about or a lot of you know that the mediated ICO platform is what we're providing. And so that's we don't know of any other ICO platform out there that is providing that mediation, that we have every deal is going through an evaluation. It's being looked at by a very esteemed assessment committee that has very experienced entrepreneurs and business people that give it that look over, and that before that it's being presented to the community. That's a unique dimension that we've long had envisioned. The added one that I believe will make industry news when we announce this is the format of this, and so I think I can't really get into it right now, but I just want to anchor this point today in this group that this is something that will be absolutely significant news to the entire blockchain cryptocurrency community.
Wow. Okay. So just a couple of things I want to clarify there, right? So you mentioned about the start of September, but our official launch of DAS33 is still in line for the end of September.
So well, that's for the entire. So we would start to accept different projects are gonna. We have an ingestion mechanism. So the site will launch with the ability for people to submit projects. That whole pipeline will begin at the end of September. But as we had talked about, we're going to start a few projects that are not going to go through the official process. We're kind of doing it more manually. They're not going to be automatically going through.
Okay, but basically the point there, so really that I'm getting is the official complete setup will be there, as in the whole process they'll go through, but the platform itself will be available hopefully a bit earlier than the end of September. Is that what you're?
Before September, we're going to have the first project is going to be on the platform, and it'll be able to have people within our community participate by pledging assets. So
ahead of time.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what we think, we've been saying that first week in September, that's essentially it becomes that's our beta project, right? So that's the public beta that we're offering. So it's the first project that will come through DAS33. That will happen in the first week of September, and then we may even offer there may be additional projects that will be announced prior to the official launch of the platform, in the latter part of September.
Okay, again, so what I had in my head was that we're officially launching at the end of September, which is fair enough, is probably still true, but I thought the first companies would also be coming on at the end of September. What you're saying is there may be one or maybe more than one prior to that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And with that, are we likely to have one or two ready to go at sort of the end of September as well?
Oh yeah. Yes. So there's.
Okay.
I'm thrilled with the refinement. So we've been working hard on this concept, and it has evolved. It evolves, right? It's like it has the elements that we've always wanted, which was this mediated platform for ICOs. There's a lot of value. It really speaks to our hybrid model, right? Where this isn't a completely decentralized model. We're embracing our hybrid status and introducing new solutions, better solutions into the marketplace because of that. That's what I can drip on this group, is that it really, what you're going to see is a platform that really leverages the strength of our model. And that's, I will leave it at that, but it adds unique dimensions that really are not seen anywhere in the industry.
Okay, and I assume as part of all of this broker dealer connection is moving ahead okay and all's good.
Yeah, there's a lot of conversations with attorneys and a lot of investigation into regulation within different jurisdictions. So this has been it's it's a process to, land the plane in the best place that is optimal for this concept of what we're going to be doing. So yeah, there's a lot that's gone into that, but yeah, all is coming into view, and I'm just getting extremely excited about the whole thing. So
well, I am now too.
The community will really receive it extremely well, so I'm excited.
Okay, well, yeah, we're a week into August, so the start of September is not far away. I had my sights on the end of September, so this is good news. Okay, excellent. From there, do you want to speak a little bit about? I suppose you spoke earlier about trying to make our vision easier to share with people and break it down, and I suppose with that there's also can be some friction points. Do you want to speak a little bit about that?
Sure, yeah. So there's been some friction points that we are now working very hard on to eliminate, and so I know a lot of people have experienced even it's not everywhere, but it's in certain places the KYC approvals process has been difficult, and we've redoubled efforts. We've brought in different experts to assist in streamlining that, getting that to the point of just where it's seamless. So we're working through the backlog of issues that we had related to that in certain jurisdictions, and because it's a hard thing. Like we're doing more KYC in more different countries than pretty much, there's very few companies that are doing the kind of KYC volume in the diversity of countries that we're doing. And so it is challenging, and then we've had to work through those challenges, but that's getting very streamlined. The other issue is the validator. We love the validator as a way to secure our network in a way that no other network is secured. No other network in the world requires the use of a security device like our validator. We love that. However, we can retain all the benefits of that by limiting the use of it to just transfers and withdrawals. And we're then going to allow other operations to be done without the validator, without any major compromise in the security. So that's going to be introduced also in September. So
Okay, so yeah, look, I know for both KYC has caused headache in some places, and I know you're working very hard to, I suppose, streamline that. Regarding the validator, there certainly has been, I know for some people it has gone straightforward and works no problem, and certainly for others it's been quite the opposite. I always would have been a huge advocate of the validator, and I see its purpose, and we go out there and we share that we're the most secure digital wallet out there, and the validator is obviously part of that. But I also know maybe for people, particularly in the smaller licenses, maybe the validator may not be as important at an early stage. Maybe at a later date they could then envisage. I know for me personally, I'll certainly be pushing the use of the validator, but I think it's a huge positive step forward for people to not have to use it initially. So I think that's a very big positive.
Yeah, and we were really looking hard at addressing it at a threshold level. So to your point, like where you'd have people at lower levels being able to do anything, even transferring, withdrawing. The issue with that is that by parsing it that way, you open the opportunity up, and so we just couldn't make that work. Like this way, we're keeping all the great security elements, and yet we're not having those in the initiation, and also all the trading can go on with that. Anything you can do, a lot of different things. It's literally going to be limited to those two operations of transferring and withdrawing. So that's where there's the vulnerability. That's where the attack points are.
Yeah, of course. If someone comes in and hacks my account, the first thing they're going to try and do is take the money out of my account, and the second thing they'll try and do is transfer it to a different account. So if those two things are blocked with the validator, I can still go on and do trades and all the rest of it without the validator. And so the overall value stays inside my account. Okay, yes. That's good. Good. I get that. That's another great step forward, I think. Excellent.
I'll eliminate friction.
Good, yeah. So, right, well, what we're
In
trying to do.
general, I think that I think I want to let everyone know that we've been asked this a lot, and we want to add more definition, more details to the roadmap. We've been keeping it kind of close. You know, we kind of use it as a we're memorializing things rather than using it to provide a longer term, you know, view of what's coming up. So that's going to be shared by the end of day Friday. That should be on the DOSCoin site, or revised, added details, and further pushing further out. So we have there's so many things going on, and it is important. We know that it's important to communicate those to the community. So we're endeavoring, as part of our whole recalibration, you know, period, we are really looking at all the stress points and figuring out how can we do things better. And this is one that's come up again and again. We've got to do a better job of the roadmap and showing that more in advance and greater details. So that look for that on Friday. I think that'll help a lot of people see, because there's so much so many now, you know, we're working on and are coming up, and you know, we want to share that. I think that's a way to, you know, excite people within the community. So.
You know, excellent. So, I mean, yeah, look, the roadmap is usually important. I think people need to know what's happening both on the big ticket items, but also on maybe what might be seen as smaller ticket items, and to know that they're being worked on, because I think to date, the company have been working on them, but people didn't know that they were being worked on because it didn't say anywhere they were being worked on. So I think this is definitely a big step forward. And of course, look, the overall communication, we all know it needs to be worked on. I know you're looking at stuff at that at the moment to help.
Yeah. And I think there's some really great solutions to that are being actively worked on. And, you know, this whole, the DOS Daily idea of having quicker, you know, turnarounds on video content. And we're just addressing all of the communication that is going on within the ecosystem. We're looking at and just asking ourselves, you know, how do we make this better? So we've got connected through our extended community. We've been connected with some really great new collaborators in that realm. And so I'm excited for the product that's going to be coming out. Again, all about simplifying. We need a lot of, we're planning. What's happening is a lot of 90-second to 120-second snippets, video snippets on certain, you know, products or features of what we're doing. You know, we want to be really great at that going forward. So this whole simplification, you're going to see this just again and again. This is a focus, and I think it's going to benefit everyone in the community.
Okay, no, that's good news. And look, we know it needs working on, but it's good that it is being worked on, and that's always positive. And I think maybe that's something we'll sit and have a chat about again on one of these calls, and maybe go into more detail. But
sure.
It's good to see that it's coming together. The other thing you just wanted, obviously, we had great news regarding exchanges. An exchange a couple of weeks ago. You want to expand on that?
Yeah. So in addition to the Coinbene announcement, another exchange that we've signed a contract with that I will announce right here, right now, and that will be trading DOSCoin by the end of August, is a exchange called IDAX. So IDAX is exchange based in Mongolia. They evolved out of a global blockchain research effort that was going on there, and it's consistently been in the top 50, you know. And I think I looked at it today. It's at 55 maybe, but it's a, you know, we have operation going already with them, and there's in both of these you're going to see a new dimension that is coming from these two companies related to a bounty program. So that's just something that is going to, that there'll be more announcements about that. And it's just ways that they're collaborating with us, bringing us ideas, them. It's a great exchange that's going on with both Coinbene and also IDAX. So.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah, we look forward to seeing the two of those coming out hopefully over this month, being actually launched. And yeah, it's more good news. So I suppose in summary here, what we've got is we're getting huge additional value to our license. We've got the Dascoin marketplace being launched with its first product. We've got obviously an exchange you've already mentioned before, getting close to being launched, and an additional one now. Of great news on DAS 33 coming ahead of time, it appears, which is always good news. And a roadmap where we can all really keep an eye on what's coming, when it's done, and what's coming down the track. So it's been painful getting this call put together, but I think it's been worthwhile, hopefully, for everybody. And yeah, look, we'll get this out and share it to everyone as quick as we can. Michael, unless there's anything else you need to add. Excellent. Thanks very much for your time and your patience. Thanks to everybody else who got onto the call, and we'll talk to you all shortly. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Viv. Thanks, everybody.